Here we are, 5.3, B is in Bravo, and we're on exercise 7, top of page 434. And again, if you look in the book, they have this long drawn out way of solving these, and I do it a little bit different, although it is kind of long and complicated no matter how you do it. So again, first of all, first rule is to simplify everything. So I'm going to simplify this bottom into two binomials. What do I have? An x plus 3 and an x plus 1. And my numerator doesn't change, but my denominator factors into two binomials, x plus 3 and x plus 2. All right. So next step is to look and see what we are missing. So I'm going to move everything over here in the middle and adjust it a little bit. All right, so if I'm looking over here, I need to know what I'm missing over here that I have over here. So I have an x plus 3, and I don't have an x plus 2 over here. So that's what I'm going to put over here. Again, parentheses, because they're multiplied. Now I'm going to look over here and see what I'm missing. I'm missing an x plus 1. So I'm going to put an x plus 1, again, parentheses. All right, so at this time I have x plus 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. So I have common denominators. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put everything over one denominator. And really, once we find common denominators, the bottom just kind of sits along for the ride. In fact, sometimes I don't even write the bottom. I just do the top, and then at the end I put the bottom under there so I'm not rewriting it over and over and over. But you do whatever you want to do there. So let's go ahead and do the FOIL method. And I get 2x squared plus 2x minus 4 when I multiply all those out. And that's going to be minus FOIL method there. I'm going to put this in parentheses. I guess I can put all of this in the parentheses there. All right, so at this point, let's go ahead. Well, I guess I should have left the parentheses off. But anyway, I've got the parentheses on there. Let's go ahead and rewrite that numerator with the parentheses off. Minus, again, we're distributing that minus there and there. So minus x squared plus 1. Combine my like terms. So I'm going to combine this with this, so that gives me an x squared, 2 minus 1. I don't have anything to combine that with, so I'm going to leave that alone. Negative 4 plus 1 is negative 3. And that's going to be all over x plus 2. And again, a lot of times I don't even write this. I just kind of leave it alone until the very end because I just happen to keep going on and on and on. All right, so let's take the x squared plus 2x minus 3 and factor that down into x plus 3, x minus 1 over, see how you go, x plus 2, x plus 3, x plus 1. And then I can cancel this x plus 3 and that x plus 3. And I'm left with x minus 1 on top and x plus 1 times x plus 2 on the bottom. And that's what I get for that. All right, so 3 more examples and then we'll be done. But example number 8 can be a bit tricky. It's those doggone negatives that just cause us so much trouble sometimes. Okay. So what do we have here? We have a 7 that's positive, one that's negative, an x that's negative, an x that's positive. So if you remember right, it makes it real easy if we multiply all of the side here by a -1, which basically means we change the sign of everything. So we've got this stays by itself. We didn't do anything with this. But if we change the sign of everything, we get that. And then on the bottom, if we switch those around to x minus 7, we can get rid of that. And I can't pull that up, but anyway, you see what I mean. Now we have common denominators here and here. So now this is just going to equal x squared minus 6x minus 7 over x minus 7. Factor my numerators into an x and a 7 and a 1, and I just get x plus 1. Okay, so not too bad, but just remember, the only way it works to switch this, to switch all the signs is if this is a negative, this is a positive, this is a positive, they both sets have to have opposite signs, not just one. Okay, so it's very important. All right, let's look at example number 8 here, or 9. We've got the number 2, and we're going to subtract 9 over 3x plus 1. Okay, so first of all, we're going to make that 2 into a 2 over 1. And we're going to look and see what we're missing over here. We're missing a 3x plus 1. We're not just missing a 3x. We have a 1 here, but that doesn't mean we're only missing the 3x, because this is one piece here. That plus sign holds this together. So we're missing the whole 3x plus 1, 3x plus 1. Okay, what are we missing over here? We're missing a 1. Doesn't change anything by putting a 1 there. If it makes you feel better to put a 1 there, go ahead. But I'm not going to worry about it. So now we have 2 times 3x plus 1 minus 9 over 3x plus 1. Okay. We cannot cancel. We cannot cancel this and this because of this minus sign here. Okay, so what we have to do is distribute. Okay, that's all you can do. There's nothing in common. I can't factor anything out. I can't cancel. So that is it. So I'm going to skip example 10. That is stuff that we're not really even going to go into. And you should be fine with 5.3 now. So that is it for 5.3.